I really do believe that the way that we see the world is a direct reflection of how we see ourselves. We spend so much time trying to make peace with things, trying to understand why certain things happen. We spend so much time trying to get over our anxieties and things that scare us, or depression, and in a lot of cases, addiction. I think the most popular thing to struggle with is probably a sense of malaise or a sense of discontentment, or not feeling connected to life, not feeling connected to deeper meaning. And so we look for that in the world. We look for that in the things that the world has to offer. We're always looking for these outside fixes. And I personally wonder sometimes, what if we took the approach of, before looking for fixes the world can offer us, we took the approach of trying to understand ourselves better? Because I do think that the way that we see the world and the way that we subsequently interact with the world is a direct reflection of how we see ourselves. Therefore, the antidote to having a better relationship with the world, to not being consumed by fear, consumed by depression, consumed by anxiety, stress, all this stuff, conflicting voices, is to understand who we really are as human beings. And this rides on the back of the concept and idea that as human beings, we have infinite potential, and that we are made to be happy. I really do believe that the human nature is one of progress, and that being in the pursuit of progress, that is the zone where most things make sense in life, or at least start to make sense in life. When we are in pursuit of progress, when we're in pursuit of our most capable self, that is when we get a glimpse of who we actually are. Because I don't think that anybody understands who they actually are. Nobody knows, right? And it's not because we're a mystery. We're not a mystery. We're not supposed to know. We're not supposed to know our potential, our limits, because the whole point is to be in pursuit of them. And if you ever accomplish your limits, then you fully understand yourself, and you can't grow anymore. You can't reside within those limits because there's no more pursuit, there's no more being in a state of progress. And so when we're in that state of progress, we get a better understanding that we as humans are infinitely capable, and that we are meant for something bigger. That the human spirit can't be confined to a single title, it can't be confined to a single role or a single job, it can't be confined to a single status, and it certainly can't be confined to a single point in progression. Like, it can't be confined to, I am only so good at this, I am only so good at that. We can't confine ourselves to that. That is the purpose of doing things that push us, because we chase these arbitrary goals that don't actually make sense, and we realize that it's not actually the deepest form of ourselves that want those goals. We have ulterior motives, and if we get in touch with the true version of ourselves, and that purpose is to make progress and to go on that journey to discover our limits in whatever it is, it doesn't matter what it is, it's just being in that state of being in progress. That's the purpose. We're never going to be perfect, but perfection is not the goal. Progress is the goal. Progress is perfection. Perfect people are just people in progress. And that's why someone that is on mile 100 is just as perfect as someone that's on mile 2, right? Someone that is someone that's been lifting weights for 5 years and has a godlike physique is just as perfect of a lifter as someone that has been lifting for 3 weeks and doesn't know what they're doing, but they're making progress. They're both perfect in their progress, because that's the point. The point's not to be perfect, the point is to make progress and to be in pursuit of your potential as a human. That being said, that's what we're doing with Unorthodox. We are putting together a community, putting together a group of people, a network that people can join arms with each other, provide support, connection, access resources, courses, coaching, all that kind of stuff, to use the pursuit of your potential through physical pursuits. You know, whatever your athletic or your fitness, your health thing is, it's using that for making peace with the world, connecting to deeper meaning, improving your mental health, addiction, all that kind of stuff. Because I think the amount of people that are in it for just the gains are very few. And the amount of people that feel alienated by that side of things, quite a bit of those people. And so we want to be able to provide a support for those who just want to connect to deeper meaning and just want to understand life better, have a better relationship with themselves. And I believe that we do that through the pursuit of our capabilities, the pursuit of our potentials. And that's what unorthodox is. And the fact that it is an unorthodox way of finding that deeper meaning in life is kind of sad, but it is what it is. And so we want to provide that support.